On Sunday, February 23rd, Travis Kelce and his girlfriend Taylor Swift conclude their lovely honeymoon and board a plane to depart Australia. Daydream Island in Australia was the end of a lovely trip for Travis Kelce and his girlfriend Taylor Swift. But early on Sunday morning, this adorable pair left Australia on a Diesel Falcon 7X jet. Given that Taylor Swift's private plane left Australia this time but did not return to Kansas City or New York, Travis Kelce and his girlfriend may have scheduled another journey to extend their holiday. Rather, the aircraft was chartered to Nashville, the home of Scott Swift and Andrea Swift. Before heading back to New York as normal, Travis Kelce and his fiancée Taylor Swift intend to pay a visit to Taylor's parents. On March 3rd, Kelce will return to Kansas City to attend the press conference for the upcoming 2025 season. Swift and Kelce recently visited Australia, where they had a great time together and made memories. Kelce and his fiancée, Taylor Swift, decided to take a trip here after visiting the zoo the previous year, but this time they choose to stay on an island rather than a zoo. According to reports, the adorable pair went to Daydream Island Resort. The Mall Group, a collection of tiny islands in Queensland, Australia's Whitsundays Islands, includes Daydream Island as one of 7 islands. Despite being only 1 kilometer long and 400 meter wide, Daydream Island offers a lot of activities. While sunbathing on the beach at Daydream Island with lover Taylor Swift, Travis Kelce, wearing a white t-shirt and blue jeans, ran towards her with a bottle of mineral water. Swift and her boyfriend, Travis Kelce, were spotted lounging and tanning on a hammock at the beach. After dating for more than a year and a half, Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce are prepared to exchange vows. If the tight end for the Kansas City Chiefs pops the question soon, those close to them won't be shocked. According to one source, some close to them genuinely believe Travis might do it while they're on vacation. According to a source, the couple's present downtime will be spent traveling. While Kelce recently concluded his NFL season at the Super Bowl, Swift concluded her Eras tour in December. According to the source, Taylor wants to visit several locations in Europe as well as a tropical location. Swift and Kelce feel prepared to advance in their relationship, according to a second source. According to the insider, they are both in agreement on moving forward. According to the first source, the pair is incredibly glad to have this time to relax and is deeply in love. There's no way to have a relationship when they're all over the place with work, an insider claimed. Finding the time to review plans and ensure that everything is in line will be simpler today. According to the second report, Swift and Kelce intended to visit Kelce's home city of Kansas City, Missouri for a few months. According to the informant, they both want to relax and unwind. Neither of them has any significant obligations in the near future. According to the first source, the timing of their engagement is partially dependent on Kelce's decision to play another season with the Chiefs or retire. Following the Chiefs' Super Bowl defeat, Kelce is reevaluating his future goals. Next season, he might return. Swift and Kelce would want to be engaged, but they aren't in a rush, according to a source at that time. According to a second source, Taylor feels that Travis is the one, but she doesn't like to leap in. She simply doesn't operate that way. She believes that marriage is important and should last a lifetime. When Taylor Swift went to her first Kansas City Chiefs game in September 2023, she essentially made her romance with Travis Kelce public. After Swift and Kelce were spotted leaving Arrowhead Stadium together following the game, everyone was certain that they were officially dating. Travis Kelce's brother Jason Kelce's wife, Kylie Kelce, recently talked about how she learned about the well-known relationship. It seems that the pair did not tell Kylie and Jason Kelce about it initially. Kylie Kelce stated, "I will say we knew before everyone else knew," during the Call Her Daddy podcast with Alex Cooper on February 12th. The group conversation was not impacted. Jason and I learned about it together, although we were aware of it before to their hard launch, which involved her attending a game. Since her disclosure, Kylie Kelce has given rise to a fascinating notion about a covert meeting between her, Jason Kelce, and Tree Payne, Swift's longtime publicist. Malene Hill and Charlotte Wilder, hosts of the Sports Gossip Show podcast, made an intriguing guess on Friday's edition regarding how Kylie and Jason Kelce learned about the Taylor Swift-Travis Kelce romance. In reference to Kylie Kelce's recent disclosure, Wilder remarked, "Kylie says Travis didn't tell us. Kylie says we were told together." With the Philadelphia Eagles won Super Bowl 59 at the end of the 2024 NFL season, Travis Kelce and the Kansas City Chiefs' plans didn't work out. When the Philadelphia Eagles defeated the Kansas City Chiefs 40-22 in Super Bowl 59, Travis Kelce endured one of the most devastating defeats of his NFL career. The tight end's future could be affected by the game's conclusion. He is 35 and will turn 36 in October. Kelce is thinking about retiring this offseason since he is aware that he is not getting any younger, but if it weren't for the humiliating Super Bowl loss, he doesn't seem to even be considering it. If the Chiefs defeated the Eagles in Super Bowl 59, Kelce was prepared to retire. Kansas City would have become the first club in NFL history to win 3 straight Super Bowls as a consequence of that outcome. Rather, the Eagles defeated the Chiefs in New Orleans with a decisive victory. In order to seek a better conclusion to his remarkable NFL career, Kelce has apparently changed his mind and is leaning toward returning for another season. According to the first source, time will be influenced by Kelce's career goals. After the crushing Super Bowl loss, the athlete is reevaluating his goals for the future. He had hoped to finish his career on a high note. Next season, he might return. At the beginning of the 2024 NFL season, Kelce was a shadow of his former self. And although he improved over the next several weeks, his performance in the Super Bowl was still lackluster. On a night when the Eagles' defense was the star of the show, sacking Mahomes 6 times and forcing 3 turnovers on their way to Super Bowl victory, the veteran tight end only hauled in 4 catches for 39 yards. The tight end, Kelce, has one more season left on his contract with the Chiefs, but he is considering retiring a year early. On their New Heights podcast, he shared the following with his brother Jason. At the moment, I'm just kicking things down the road, but I know that everyone wants to know if I'll be playing next year. Down the road, I'm kicking every can. I'm not going to make any insane choices. According to reports, Andy Reid and the Chiefs want Kelce to delay his retirement, but only if he agrees to take on a smaller position on the team and contribute as a role player rather than the team's main pass catcher. How this situation develops will only become clear with time. By predicting that the Baltimore Ravens will acquire Tyreek Hill, an NFL analyst has proposed a blockbuster trade that may rock the league and that Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes of the Kansas City Chiefs might dread. Despite finishing with 959, receiving yards and 6 touchdowns last season, and becoming a dissatisfied figure with the Miami Dolphins, Hill is still one of the sport's most exciting receivers. But that was mostly because of quarterback Tua Tagovailoa's concussion, which kept the star out of action for a significant portion of the 2024-25 NFL season and caused the Dolphins' offense to struggle at sea. By making this move, Baltimore's passing game might reach previously unheard-of heights by providing Lamar Jackson with a deep threat target similar to the quick receiver. According to Bill Barnwell, the likelihood of it happening is very high. In addition, Barnwell told the Get Up podcast that Hill had expressed a desire to be dealt earlier in the offseason. Hill is a threat they have not had. Jackson would form a tantalizing partnership with star running back Derrick Henry as a result of the transaction. It has the potential to elevate the squad to a new level, put an end to the Chiefs' dynasty, and make them the greatest threat to the Philadelphia Eagles, the recent Super Bowl victors. The fact that Hill would be joining one of the Chiefs' most bitter rivals adds even more intrigue to the possible trade. In recent years, Baltimore and Kansas City have faced off in crucial games, such as the AFC Championship game from the previous season. Hill hasn't been able to replicate the Super Bowl success he had in Kansas City after spending the last 2 seasons in Miami.